everyone, and welcome back to my K-pop tarot channel. Today I'm going to be continuing doing a yearly prediction reading, this time around for the year of 2025 for the girl group by the name of ITZY. I know that I have done a reading for them in 2024 and I got some of the facts right. Thank you guys for letting me know about it. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes only. Please don't take my words with for actual truth, because the future is changing drastically every single day, and my predictions are only for entertainment purposes. I don't have the intention of always saying things truth, because I simply can't, because it's the future is just a prediction. So take my words with a grain of salt, not as a literal fact. And yeah, without further ado, please subscribe, like, and let's start. Okay, so this part is only going to be the shuffling card part, so if you are not interested in that, you can gladly skip to the actual predictions. But if you are, let's without further ado, let's continue. So I will take a card for each month. So we will start off with 2025 January. So what kind of month is January of 2025 going to be for K-pop girl group ITZY? January of 2025 for ITZY. One card flipped, I saw that. But which one was it? Now is the question. Maybe I'm blind. What is happening? Maybe no card flipped. So some yellow. Oh, maybe I mistook. I'm sorry. Okay. What kind of month is January of 2025 going to be for K-pop girl group ITZY? One card only. This one. If more than one card pops out, I'm going to take the top card, as I always do. What about February of 2025? If you have guys who are watching, if you have any recommendations, suggestions, you can gladly keep them in the comment section down below. I will try and incorporate them in my readings. What about March of 2025 for ITZY? One card only. I hope that you are doing alright. I'm a bit sick, so if my voice is a bit shaky, I'm sorry. What about April of 2025? Jeez Louise. I'm going to take this card since they wanted me to fairly. This one. April. What about May of 2025 for ITZY? May of 2025 for ITZY. One card only. This one. What about June of 2025 for ITZY? This one. June. July. Going to take this one since it's poking my hand. What about August of 2025? This one. Next we have September of 2025 for ITZY. Going to take this one. What about October? What happened? Yeah. What about October of 2025 for ITZY? not sure which one to take, so I'm just October for ITZY, one card, this one. November of 2025 for ITZY. Going to take this one. And finally, December. For ITZY of 2025. One card only if it is possible. Going to take this one, the top card. Now I'm going to do literally the same thing, but now I'm only using Oracle deck, and I'm going to take a card for each month as well. So we will start off with January of 2025 for ITZY, one card. How is January of the next year, which is 2025, going to be for ITZY? This one. February. What about February? This one. March. If more than one card pops out, I'm only taking the top card. This one. Next is April. What about April? This one. May. Of 2025 for ITZY. K-pop girl group. May. This one. What about June? This. July. Going to take this one since it's the only card that flew away. What about October? I'm going to take this one. A lot of cards jump out today. Once, so if a lot of cards jump out, that could indicate that there could be a lot of events happening in this month or some sort of significance to them. What about September? This one. October. November. And finally December. This one. And finally, please describe 2024-5 as a whole year for K-pop girl group ITZY. What kind of year is it going to be for ITZY? This one. And finally, one card. Please describe 2025 as a whole year for ITZY. This one. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to make this a bit more presentable and then we can start. Welcome back if you just got here. So in this sort of circle, which is a bit messy, I'm sorry, we have 12 cards that describe each month of 2025. And while watching this video, just as I mentioned, please keep in mind that this is all a prediction. This is a general reading, I'm not going to say any specific thing, but just just to see what kind of months they are. And yeah, without further ado, let's start off with January. For January, we got the card of the Queen of Swords and the card of submission. So right off the bat, the year starts off pretty messy, pretty chaotic, I would say. I think that there's going to be a bit of arguments coming from the fandom, and their dissatisfaction with the fact that maybe one member in particularly or the whole group isn't getting enough schedules, enough recognition, enough management. So I could see some sort of complaints about the mismanagement of the team. I do think that one member is going to shine a bit, or in particularly gets mentioned quite a lot. The Queen of Swords could indicate that their future is uncertain, or maybe the plans about what is coming up for the 2020 year. The planning process is starting to be brought up. What's next? What are we doing? I think that since the bird is in his cage and the doors are finally opening, maybe one member could try or think about acting career, because if you see, it's some sort of stage. So maybe they are having thoughts about their future, about what they want next in life. I do think that January for ITZY members is going to be a month where there aren't going to be many schedules, but more talks and more discussions of what they want to do and what their next goals are. And there, I think that maybe the girls will finally be able to rest a bit, get a vacation time, or I could see them maybe traveling somewhere for maybe a fan meeting of some sort overseas, not in Korea, and just something like that. Next we move on to February. For February, we got the card of Seven of Swords and the card of Devotion. So I reckon that there's a lot of thinking, a lot of discussion still being made up. In February, I could see members, discussing the cons and pros of maybe certain decisions, certain look that they want to move on with, certain sound that they wish. Maybe one member is trying, to do more hip hop, while the other is, trying to do something. I could see maybe, I don't know why, but I get Ryujin in this month. Maybe Ryujin is going to do something significant in this month. I could see them traveling or trying to hide something, so maybe there could be some speculations, but I do think that the girls are really devoted to their craft, to their career, and they want to receive the best results that they possibly can. But there are just some things that maybe the fandom isn't as united as they wish. Maybe the company is trying to spread, the budget around, and ITZY somehow is left with is left with a bit less than other groups in terms of money, in terms of profits. there could be, speculations, tiptoeing around some sort of situation, maybe some trying to hide something. So a bit of, just a normal day in the office, I suppose. I'm joking, of course. Next we move on to March. We got the card of Ten of Wands and the card of the Buff. So I reckon that in March the girls are slowly preparing for new music, for new projects. I think that behind the scenes they are working super hard and they have a lot of responsibilities. There could be some sort of, I don't know, new project, new photo shoot, new photos, new ideas finally coming to the release or to the eye of the public. I think that, but overall I think that March is going to be a month where the girls are going to work super hard, and they are trying to prepare for something. There could be some traveling to other countries outside of Korea. As well as that, there could be some sort of Japanese, for example, or English comeback, or a song of some sort. Yeah, something new, but it's unique, but also requiring a lot of troubles in terms of workload that is being spread to ITZY. Next we move on to April. For April we got the card of the Sun and the card of Indecision. I think that in April the ITZY members could receive some sort of invitation, some sort of positive, like really profitable offer, but they aren't unsure and they are counting the cons and pros of this offer, coming from maybe fashion related stuff, maybe coming from some sort of advertisement, maybe coming from the organizers of some sort of popular festival. It could also be that, but overall I do think that I'm not the one to decide, of course, but if I have to say, based on the cards, they should take the offer, and they should, because they could benefit a lot from it. Even, but of course they have to negotiate a lot of stuff, like really plan it out for it to be really successful. But this project that we are talking about could have really big potential, really successful. Overall, I do think that April is going to be a successful year for ITZY girls. Maybe they are going to have some sort of variety show appearance, or just some sort of fun content where they can relax and they laugh and just let all the happiness be spread around. Overall, a good month and successful month. Next we move on to May. For May we got the cards of Wheel of Fortune and the card of Patience. So I wouldn't be surprised if in April and following to May we could get a release of a new song, a comeback of some sort, because both the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune could indicate some sort of new thing. Maybe even an announcement of a world tour could also be that. Maybe some sort of teaser comes out in April, but I think that some sort of subunit could really shine, or two members in particularly. There could be some sort of fashion related appearance for one member, or being offers of appearing, or just rumors of appearing in some sort of advertisement, some sort of fashion event. and it benefiting the girls a lot. And or maybe in May there could be some discussions about on Twitter, for example, how beautiful and how amazing the girls look. The patient's card could also indicate some sort fans waiting for something. Maybe the comeback isn't around April or May, but just the fans cannot wait for a comeback to happen. But overall, I do think that May in particularly is going to be successful. Maybe some sort of celebration, just, but something, you have to wait for something, but it's brewing behind the scenes. Yeah, that's the thing I get. Next we move on to June. For June we got the cards of Five of Cups and the card of impulsiveness. Something some great stuff happened, but it wasn't planned out or managed correctly, and due to that impulsiveness, due to that speed of things, it received not its full potential. So I get the impression that around April, May, or June we will get a new comeback from ITZY, and it's going to be really, really quick, maybe not fully thought out. I could see that maybe in June we could get a world tour of some sort where the girls are going to be traveling a lot, not getting enough sleep, just movement, and so on. But there could also be hate around that time, some sort of loss. Maybe one member is struggling mentally and maybe decides to take a break of some sort. Just the girls wishing for something and not receiving. Because if you guys see the Five Cups, there should all be standing, but three of them have spilled and only two are left. So maybe some sort of decision is splitting up the group. Maybe it's about the renewal of the group of itself, the GOP Entertainment, or some sort of decision hectic that isn't fully thought out about. Just something really impulsive happening. Maybe it could be like a hateful thing, just maybe complaints about mismanagement of some sort. Next we move on to July. For July we got the card of Page of Wands and the card of Revenge. So I think that ITZY has a lot to prove, and that passionate side of ITZY to bloom, and for ITZY to be on top of the charts, and the girls wish for that as well. I could see that in July the girls will want some sort of revenge to haters, to all the people who wanted the downfall of ITZY, and I think that they will get that revenge by being super creative. The creativity of ITZY revenge card, I could see that ITZY may want to reclaim some sort of something that they have lost, or something that the haters, the people who wanted bad things to happen to ITZY, ITZY trying to make a revenge, trying to make a statement, standing up for themselves. It could also indicate that August is where ITZY faces challenges, but the strength and determination, to overcome them It may represent a time of standing up for themselves, overcoming past misunderstandings, or providing their strength and resilience in the face of obstacles. The revenge card could also suggest that there might be dealing with past issues or facing someone from their past in the industry, but with the power to come out stronger, to stand up for themselves, to get revenge. I could see in August ITZY, trying to be creative, some sort of burst of energy. I could see bold moves and innovative decisions during this month. To sum up, I would suggest that ITZY think before they do something, but I think that July is a month that will likely start with great creativity, fresh energy, and new beginnings. However, there may also be some lingering tensions or challenges to confront, perhaps relating to competition or past conflicts. I think that it's a month where balancing innovation with the need to stand strong and overcome obstacles, ultimately pushing ITZY to new heights. Maybe some sort of dynamic transformative period where ITZY embrace new opportunities and handle any challenges with confidence and determination, and just overall passion to continue and standing up for themselves and trying to get this revenge on haters and people who want bad things for ITZY. Next we move on to August. For August we got the card of the Chariot and the card of versatility. I see one member in particularly shining really brightly, so maybe during this month one member could receive solo projects like a solo song, for example, solo release, or maybe joining some sort of variety show. I associate the card of versatility with variety shows, so showing off new talents that they haven't done before. So it could indicate a time where they are going to be part of something bigger, something versatile, where the talents of ITZY are going to be really needed, because they will try to experience in something like some sort of new platform that they haven't done before or aren't the best, the professionals at. So for example, that could be like modeling, something out of their usual things, so not like dancing, not like singing, not being an idol, but acting, for example, photo shoots, emceeing, hosting something like that. I could see them joining some sort of festival overseas, traveling somewhere in August. Yeah, so that's what I get. Very flexible, very many new projects, many new opportunities for ITZY. Next we move on to September, I'm sorry. For September we got the cards of Ten of Swords and the card of Endurance. Yeah, September is where haters are coming to ITZY more than ever. There's a lot of hate and a lot of bad mouthing of ITZY's name. Just people hating, I suppose. And I could see members struggling mentally a lot, trying to endure all the pain, all the mismanagement aspects of their career. But when things are dark, usually you have to be hopeful, otherwise you will lose your sense. And I think that in September due to this accusations, due to the hate on Twitter, on other social media platforms, the girls might feel so exhausted and just asking themselves, what is the point of my career? Like, why am I doing this? Just, to receive the bad results, receive complaints, receive hate. Is it actually worth it? I think that September is where the nice appreciative words and the encouragement are really needed from the fans to ITZY, to remain hopeful of the good future that they could receive, that they have so much potential, but it's being wasted on some details that they shouldn't even be worrying about. It's the act of other things. Next we move on to October. For October we got the card of Ten of Cups and the card of Principle. Family like moments, success in October. Maybe the girls are joining some sort of award shows, receiving awards there. It could also indicate a new beginning where a new comeback of some sort is going to be released. I think that, or some sort of decision is finally being made, or hard work is being paid off in a way. Maybe the girls are receiving needed rest time. I could maybe see that we will get family like moments, so maybe some sort of project uniting members, uniting people from their past, their colleagues in a way. Maybe they're going to film a lot of challenges, be included in projects with other people, some sort of collaboration perhaps even. But overall a successful month of October, where I think that they will receive truth and receive justice for what they have endured, the hard work that happened in September. Next we move on to November. For November we got the cards of Eight of Swords and the card of Discovery. A lot of planning and a lot of traveling, global recognition as well. But overall I think that ITZY are limited to their contract obligations, and they aren't allowed to enjoy, or they aren't having as much freedom as they wish. Maybe creative freedom isn't given to them to decide. I could see traveling, as I mentioned, like going all around the world, feeling exhausted, because you wake up in one country and you fall asleep in another. There's so much going around. Maybe some sort of project overseas, festival overseas, and standing out for yourself, and just global recognition. I think that in November the public on global fandom is going to be really important for the success and for the future of ITZY. I think that it's really important for them to decide and what they want, and start to negotiate and rediscover all their ideas and rediscover their own self-worth. Next we move on to December, the final month of 2025, and for that we got the card of Eight of Wands and the card of Flirtation. A lot of schedules still being and having for ITZY. Eight of Swords indicate speed, so maybe things are changing drastically for them. Lots and lots of thinking, lots and lots of traveling, lots and lots of moving around. Flirtation could also indicate some sort of rumor or confirmation of a rumor, including one member of ITZY dating someone, or there could be way more shipping going around of ITZY member speculations whether or not they are continuing to be a group, or whether or not they are dating someone, and what is the connection between, you know, the members and something like that. If I have to say, December is going to be filled with a lot of schedules and a lot of projects for it. You will see them a lot on camera. If I have to guess where the potential comeback as an overall could be, I would guess that maybe it's around April, May time. There could be something in August or October, because to me these months seem like the most successful ones in the year of 2025. I'm sorry. And if to sum up the whole year, we also pulled some cards, and for that we got the card of the Fool and the card of the Choice. So in 2024 we will see the new beginning of ITZY. The Choice card for me indicates, you know, the inevitable, you know, or the contract renewal, or deciding not to renew the contract. The girls will have to face the challenge of that, the choice. They will have the choice to make. And I think that this is the whole theme for ITZY: duality, choices, decisions. But the Fool card indicates maybe new beginnings for ITZY, and you know, them finally feeling free to do, because you know, ITZY isn't a new group anymore. They aren't as controlled as, you know, for example, rookie groups. Maybe they will receive creative freedom. Maybe one member is going to shine really brightly. I wouldn't be surprised if we will see a solo project for one member in particularly. The Fool card could also indicate traveling, which I saw during the card of the months as well. So maybe during 2025 we will see a world tour again. For ITZY's 2025 as a whole year, the combination of the Fool and the Choice paints a picture of transformative and exciting journey full of potential and decisions to make. The Fool card represents new beginnings, spontaneity, and taking leaps of faith. It signals a year where ITZY may embrace bold, fresh starts, whether it's a new musical direction, a new concept, or even a personal transformation. The Fool encourages a sense of adventure, telling ITZY to step into the unknown with trust and optimism. This could indicate that 2025 will be a year of experimentation, uncharted territory, and opportunities for growth. They may take risks or explore untraditional routes in their career, willing to break free from any constraints. The Choice card right here suggests that decisions and options will play a major role in ITZY's journey throughout 2025. It implies that the group will face important crossroads and must carefully consider the paths ahead. So maybe it's about the renewal of the contract. This could involve major decisions about their future direction, musically, personally, or even as a group. The card emphasizes free will and personal agency, so they will have the power to shape their destiny. The energy here is about balance and choosing wisely between different possibilities, understanding that each decision will have consequences. To sum up the 2025 for ITZY, ITZY will likely experience a year full of exciting new beginnings and possibilities, encouraged by the Fool to take risks and venture into new creative directions. However, the choice card highlights that they will face pivotal moments where the decisions they will make significantly influence their trajectory. It will be a year of exploration and freedom, but also a time for thoughtful decision making, weighing options and setting clear course for the future. Expect a year that challenges ITZY to grow, innovate, and embrace both the thrill of the unknown and the responsibility that comes with shaping their destiny. The combination of these cards points to a year of freedom, change, and empowerment for the group. So, yeah, that is what I get for my cards. I'm sorry if my reading is not for you, for example. I tried my best, and I hope that, truly hope that you enjoyed my reading. I tried my best. I'm sorry for the lack of videos during 2024 because I got a full-time job and I'm currently also studying at university, so I lack time to make videos, and I'm very sorry for that. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, or just questions, your insightful comments, please leave them down below in the comment section. I will try to leave and maybe answer your questions, reply to your comments, and so on. Also, please consider subscribing, liking, and without further ado,